Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com, a quick review of M.O.D.O.K. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So one of the last projects created by Marvel Television is M.O.D.O.K, which is an adult animated series featuring M.O.D.O.K. Now, if you're not too aware of him, he is one of the main villains of Marvel, and he creates AIM, which is this big group of scientists. And this one is a little bit different to anything we've really seen for a while. Now, it's important to note, this one is going to have a bit of a weird release schedule. In the US, it's going to be out on this coming Friday on Hulu, and you're going to be getting all 10 episodes at once. Whereas internationally, for the rest of us with Disney Plus, we're going to be getting it as a Star original with new episodes dropping this Friday, but with new episodes dropping each and every Friday afterwards. So we're going to have to wait a little bit to catch up with the US. So I've seen the first episode, and yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. It has nothing to do with the MCU. It's much more mature. There's swearing in there. There's plenty of gore. There's lots of blood and guts, and it is definitely a little bit different. It's kind of done in the same style as Robot Chicken, like with stop motion. It's very different. There's even cameos from some Marvel heroes in here. There's lots of little references and stuff, but it's definitely its own separate little thing. It is a bit bonkers. I kind of really like it. I mean, I like this idea, you know, especially with like Hulu and also Star. I've kind of got a really good collection of adult animation right now, you know, with Family Guy and Solar Opposites. So this kind of falls into that territory. I'm sure it's not for everyone, and this the stop motion animation might put people off, but it just looks crazy. Now, the funny thing for me is I originally been playing the Avengers video game, where they introduced M.O.D.O.K in that game as the main villain, and he's very different from here. He's very much tongue-in-cheek. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like maybe like Brain from Pinky and the Brain, or even Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. You know, he's got all these evil intentions, but he doesn't quite manage it, and there's a little bit of humor in there. I really like it. The first episode kind of introduced who he is, introduced who AIM are, has a little bit of fun with it, sets up the tone of it, him having some conflict with a major corporation, and there's also some internal conflict within AIM, and it is just fun. I mean, it just opens up with a big battle of New York, and yeah, there's some great stuff in here. I definitely am going to recommend all Marvel fans definitely check it out. Just go in expecting something a little bit light, a little bit different. Don't go in expecting it to be your typical kind of thing we're used to now, obviously with like WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Nowhere near that one there. He's also got like a wife, and he's got some kids as well, and there's a whole weird aspect to it. It's very much kind of a standalone thing. How this kind of got created, I don't know. M.O.D.O.K is going to be such a great character when they introduce him into the MCU, but this is just about a bit of fun. Originally, it was going to be part of like a big network of animated series with Howard the Duck, and there was going to be like Hit Monkey, and they were all going to come together as the Offenders. Nearly all of them got shelved except for M.O.D.O.K, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's great to see. Kind of helps fill in the gap maybe with what we've got right now, where we're kind of without any Marvel content. But it's great to see it kind of arriving on Hulu and Star kind of around the same time. Personally, I would have liked maybe Star to have got everything the same way that Hulu did, or Hulu does the same way as Star. Either way, it's kind of a bit of a shame that, you know, we're going to be months behind by the time the final comes around. But obviously for the first episode, everyone is on the same page. But let me know if you are interested in this upcoming series. Like I said, a lot of fun. Don't want to get into too many spoilers, but definitely wasn't expecting some of it. There was a number of big laugh out loud moments that I found, and I'm just looking forward to seeing where this series goes and just having a little fun with Marvel, because sometimes the MCU and all the other movies and stuff, they can get a little bit caught up in being serious, but this one is just full-on fun. But let me know if you're looking forward to M.O.D.O.K in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships, and I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.